It's spring break over on Dancing with the Stars. All the stars came out in their bikinis and the boys were shirtless. Let me tell you a little something about Patti LaBelle. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is a true entertainer. That lady kicked her shoe off, she lost her damn shoe, and she did the quick step. Better than the people who have both of their shoes on. I mean, come on. She did the whole thing without her shoes. That's a true entertainer. So, kudos to you, Patti LaBelle. My favorite dance of the night was Riker and Allison, or also known as Hey Arnold. I've been trying to figure out for a couple of weeks who he looks like. He looks like Hey Arnold. You know, the guy with the football head and the bad haircut. You know, because I've been talking about that haircut for a while. But he's a really, really, really good dancer. I think the judges were a little hard on him, though. I like his sharp movements, and I like the fluidity of it. And I think it's going to be him and Rumor Willis in the finale. And that's going to be a toss-up. I think it's really going to be whoever does better that night. I thought the worst dance of the night was Robert and Kim, even though they did better than they did last week. I mean, they're too busy being in love. They're bumping uglies, aren't they? Yeah, I think so. And also, Chris and Whitney. Yeah, Chris just needs to keep his shirt off. That works better for me. That little pink jacket, he looked like he looked like one of the pink ladies. He's awfully attractive, but he is nobody's dancer. Even though he got good critiques this week, I still thought, please go home. But they just keep him around. I don't know why. Let me just say this about Julianne Hough. Okay, I like Dancing with the Stars even before she got there. So when you add another judge, it's supposed to add something or enhance something to the show. She's not doing shit for me with her dried up cotton candy hair and her Lily Rubin gold dress and her squeaky ass voice. No, she's not doing anything for me. What I think they should do, just cut them apron strings, let her go. She is worrying me to tears. She's like that girl that nobody likes. You know, that one girl that's always at the party and you're like, oh shit, she showed up? Yeah, that's her. I wonder if she gets that a lot. Ugh, over her. Thank you, exit stage left. In the bottom, they usually have like a bottom two, which doesn't necessarily mean you're the best or the worst, but they used to have a bottom two. This week they had a bottom four. I was really, really surprised because, they announced the first two like super early, and I thought, okay, well, everybody else will be safe. Crickets. No, there were 4 people in jeopardy this week, and those 4 people are Noah and Sharna, Robert and Kim, Patty and Artem, and Riker and Allison. Have you people lost your minds? Oh my God. If he goes home, I'm going to be pissed at America. Just saying. This kid should be in the top 2. What in hell is he doing in the bottom 4? Really? So going home at the end of the show, Patti LaBelle went home. I would have thought for sure Chris would have went home. I mean, he's hot and all, but Patti. Next week is going to be a double elimination, and I think it's going to be Chris and Whitney finally, and Robert and Kim. I think they should just get rid of them because everybody else is on a whole different level. All the silly ones, they've gotten rid of them now. So, now it's time to kick in. It's time to kick in and kick ass. The big thing going around the internet this week is the Kylie Jenner lip challenge. Have y'all seen this crazy shit? Okay, so these girls and these boys are taking objects like shot glasses or bottles. I mean, I even seen one dumbass. She had a secret deodorant top doing it. Okay, so they put their lips in there like they're duck lips or something, and then they suck all the air out. How stupid is that? Why would you do that? You're gonna bust all your blood vessels, and it's gonna bruise your lips. And let me tell you, if you're doing this at 13 years old, then you are gonna cause some serious damage because you are young and that tissue is still young. And for you older people, shame on you. You should know better than that. Doing shows the kids that it's okay to do it. I seen a grown-ass woman doing it. She should be ashamed. If you guys want those big old lips like Kylie Jenner has, bless her heart, she was named after this challenge only because of her lips. But if y'all want those big ass lips, I suggest you do like every other person in this world who wants to look like those celebrities and go get plastic surgery. Okay then. Stop being stupid. Don't be sucking on stuff. Miss, teaching kids the wrong thing. Never fails. There's always something going around. Next up, induct Janet Jackson into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I have been a member of a Facebook group called by that very name for probably about, the last year. I think they started a campaign last year, and I love this group. Y'all know I love my Janet Jackson, so I thought, what a better time to, talk about inducting her into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on the 25th anniversary of her breakout album, which actually her breakout album was Control. But anyway, we're talking about Rhythm Nation 1814. Let's talk about that groundbreaking album for her. It really moved her completely into the mainstream after she had released Control and was already beginning to solidify her own name as a Jackson in pop and R&B dance music. So let's go over a little bit about what Rhythm Nation was 25 years ago. Holy crap, I'm old. 14 million copies sold worldwide. 35 weeks in the top 10, 4 weeks at number 1. She had 7 top 5 singles on the Hot 100 chart. She earned 15 Billboard Music Awards, 5 American Music Awards, 4 Soul Train Awards, 3 MTV Video Music Awards, I think that's what they call it, and 1 Grammy for long form video. This album really solidified Miss Jackson as a force to be reckoned with. I think it's time to induct Miss Jackson. She might not be doing a damn thing right now. Nipplegate may have ruined her career, as some may say, or as I may say, because I'm a huge fan. And it's unfortunate, but, she's happy. That's all. At the end of the day, we want to see our celebrities, but we want to see them happy. So, so she's not around right now. Who gives a shit? She's happy. She's a billionaire. She's living off the fat of the land, honey, somewhere overseas. I don't know. But I constantly Google all the time to see if Miss Jackson's coming back with any new music. I would love to see something, but, at the end of the day, she's still a human being, and I'm happy that she's happy. So anyway, enough of me ranting about my favorite celebrity. So go on over to Facebook and look up my friends at Induct Janet Jackson into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like their group and share your favorite Janet Jackson memory and tell them that you want Janet Jackson inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with all of her brothers. Hello? She's like almost more famous than her brother. And plus she's kind of still alive. Sorry about it. Over on RuPaul's Drag Race, I've been waiting all week because RuPaul tells me, I think I might have let one of my girls go home too soon. So I'm wondering, who is it going to be? There's been chitter chatter, all week, all around the internet about who they think it's going to be. We start off with the mini challenge with Latrice motherfucking Royale. Hello. As the prison guard from her season. I can't remember what season she was on, but who gives a shit? She was the star of that season because I can't remember anybody else either. But at any rate, get them nuts away from me. So that was always funny. So she comes out as the security guard. They give them old prison clothes and they have to put them in drag. The winner of that challenge is LaGuardia Newark Kennedy. So after the announcement that Kennedy has won the mini challenge, RuPaul says it's time to see what girls are coming back. In walks Trixie Mattel. And we're like, oh, Trixie's back. We all thought so. Ha ha, justice for Trixie. In comes trailing after her every single eliminated queen from the entire season. Sasha Belle, Candy Ho, Jasmine Masters, Max, Trixie, Tempest du Jour, and that big ball of mess, Sasha Belle. So what happens now? RuPaul announces, and the girls think, oh crap, we're starting the season all over again. And what do you think RuPaul does? RuPaul decides to make a challenge of it all. She is working them girls to dirt, honey, yes! So, for winning the challenge, Kennedy gets to pick her partner in the Maxi Challenge, Conjoined twins. Basically, they have to be conjoined at some part of their body and come out as identical twins or twins of some sort, fraternal, identical, I'm not sure. But anyway, so Kennedy gets to pick her partner, but then she gets to pick everybody else's partner too. Kennedy pairs Sasha Belle with Ginger Minj. That was a little bit of shade there because last week they were the first couple duo that ever won a Snatch Game challenge together. And Kennedy is like throwing shade to Ginger and she's like, bitch, I got you. Here's the most rotten one. But I thought if she sent them the most rotten one, it should have, even though that thing is a tight little mess, I thought she would have sent her Tempest du jour. You know, my girl Tempest was given to Jaden. So let me get this right. Kennedy likes Jaden. So Kennedy gave Jaden Tempest. I think there's a story there. I love the runway. I thought the best looks were Pearl and Trixie Mattel. Being that Trixie Mattel didn't look like Trixie Mattel, but she really did play that comedy angle and she must have learned a lot of tea. Now, I know this is recorded, but I've been watching Trixie around the internet. Just keep a side eye on her, honey. She's out being shady to these girls. She's got a whole little series. I think it's on UK with the drag queen's a drug thing, a drug name. I'm not sure what her freaking name is. She's a ass. I mean, she has blue hair or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, they having tea and talking tea. And not the good kind of tea. And I was liking old Trixie until I heard that tea, honey. She just spilling it all over the place. Pearl wins the challenge, so guess what that means? Trixie Mattel is back in the competition. Way to go, Trixie girl. You better keep a side eye on that one, like I said earlier. In the bottom two were Jaden Dior Fierce for the third week in a row. I mean, it has been the Candy and Jaden show over the lip syncs for the last 5 weeks. I'm like, come on. If you want to send them home in the first week, girl. Why torture them and send them through 3 more challenges? And Ginger Minj. Oh, bitch. Well, she was tugging around Sasha Belle by the tit. That should tell you enough. Ugh, God. You know, and I seen where people were taking up for Sasha Belle online, and I was like, okay, cool, you know, whatever. I'll watch a few of her videos, and she's actually entertaining in a bar scene, but she is flat on TV, honey. She does not come across either. Sorry about it. And poor old Ginger, she had to tug her along on them titties. Oh, it didn't even look like titties, did it? I don't even know what the hell it looked like. It looked like something alien was growing out of both of them. It was an epic lip sync for your life. Ginger Minj was determined, but we all know Jaden Dior Fierce bitch has been sending people home now for the last 2-3 weeks. And we're like, oh, she has got it. She is the one. And in the end, Ginger Minj won. She gets to Shantae and stay. And Jaden Dior Fierce finally gets sashayed away.